Whoa! Themis Legal Academy is a proud institution. It's the most powerful in the world. You'll never forget what true education and lawyering means once I'm through with you.
Huh? Professor Means? What's with your hair?
Quiet! No talking in class!
Ow!
Eyes and ears up here! Everyone! Homeroom is up now in session! We will begin with roll call. Athena Sykes!
Huh? Oh, here?
Apollo Justice!
I'm fine, I mean here.
Fool! Proper response is here, without any extraneous information!
Ouch! I mean, here!
Next, Your Honor! Here? See, class? That's the proper way to answer. Simon Blackquill!
Let me just play with my hawk friend. As he smiles, too.
I said, Simon Blackquill! Are you here or not?
There's always one, isn't there?
Well then, I'll just mark you absent. Now, get out of my class this instant! Get out? Very well. If that is your wish, who am I to defy my homeroom teacher? Is that such a good idea? Prosecutor Blackquill is free of his shackles.
It just so happens I was a member of my high school's disciplinary committee. But is that really so? Shocking. You see what I did there?
Constabulary lapdog to teacher's pet. What a malleable mutt you are, fool bright. Very good, Bobby. You just earned a gold star and a promotion to head disciplinarian. All right, class is now in session.
Why do I have the sudden urge to go to the nurse's office with a stomach ache?
Pay attention! I am not the killer. Juniper is. This will be on the next test, so you would better be listening.
Objection!
But Professor, you created the phony tape to pin the blame on Juniper. Plus, you were the only one who could have moved the body during the mock trial.
Objection! Athena, you disappoint me so. To think you would label me a murderer. Now pay attention. The murder occurred on the 23rd between 6 and 8 p.m. But I was already at home by that time, so how could I have been involved in this crime?
Objection!
Professor Means, can you really prove that you had already gone home by that time? Because I have proof that you didn't go home at that time.
Objection! Can you prove that I was still at the school?
Did you not just hear me? I said I had proof. No, No, I can't. What the hell are you talking about, Athena? You can prove that. Before I go to it, I'm pretty sure everyone remembers a certain piece of evidence that can prove that quite well. Like, seriously. Cause yeah, it doesn't like that picture. Cause yeah, that's not Professor Means at all, is it? And this isn't Professor Means either, with his little globular thing. So yeah, that's not evidence at all, is it? No. You don't speak for me, Athena. I speak for myself.
So you admit it. Well, you just earned extra credit for honesty. But you have also earned yourself lavatory cleaning duties until you graduate.
Ew! I do enough at the law office. Ha! No way, man! I totally object! Robin? I can't believe you fell for the professor's silver-tongued lies!
Why you? How dare you talk about your teacher like that?
I'm not listening to you anymore, man! No way, no how. Now, I have a confession to make. You know those 2 statues that were on stage? I didn't make them all by myself! The statues on stage? Do I want to know where this is headed? I was able to finish one of them, but the last bell rang before I had time for the other one. So, I asked Professor Means to make it for me. In other words, the professor was there on the stage after the last bell? Right, and it would have been way past 7 p.m. before he could have finished.
Professor Means was still at school? This is incredibly important testimony.
The professor told me...
I'll take care of it.
I thought my parents would let me be an artist if I said I'd made both statues myself. I'm so sorry for not telling the truth. Robin. Wait a second.
Quick! Somebody get this juvenile delinquent out of my sight! Simon! You're head honcho here. You're head honcho among the delinquents. Do something! And who's in charge of the class battle around here?
Not interested. But if you want a class in swordsmanship, I'm your man. Of course, only real blades will do.
No swords at school! All weapons will be confiscated! God! Nurse! Where's a school nurse when you need one?
It would seem Miss Sykes-Dono seeks a showdown, Professor. In which case, you would do well to draw your staff, quick as lightning.
Very well, then I will just have to prove my innocence myself. The real lesson begins in second period. Prepare to be served, old school style.
What does that... Oh, never mind. Your testimony, please.
Now pay attention! Robin took over half a day to complete one statue. I, however, finished most of the other statue between 7 and 8:30 p.m. The defendant Juniper saw 2 statues with her own eyes at 8:30. Completing a statue so quickly meant I could not leave the stage for a single second. How could I have possibly had time to go to the art room and commit murder?
you're saying the defendant saw the finished statues?
Precisely! She said so herself at the detention center yesterday. Her defense team was there, and heard her say so too. Don't try to deny it now!
That evening, I went back to my dressing room to get something I'd forgotten there. It was well after the last bell rang. I'd say maybe around 8:30. That's when I noticed that both stage statues were finished. They were quite large, and they were each covered with a white sheet, but I couldn't tell. Oh, right. The professor was there when that matter came up. Before I address the professor's charges, I have a question for Robin. How hard would it be to complete a statue like that in 1.5 hours? It would probably take me at least twice as long. So personally, I think it would be incredibly difficult to finish it in that short of time. Gah! That didn't exactly help our case. But he won't get off that easy. He's bound to stumble over his own slippery means. Holy crap. It's 4:03 right now, and I'm still going. This, again, is why I was not looking forward to recording this, but I figured once I got this done and over with, I would have a good few days to not record this, so...
Now pay attention! Robin took half a day to complete one step.
Hold it! Miss Newman took over half a day? Can you please be a little more precise than that?
What a wonderful question! She was having quite a tough time, you see. Professor Gavin's statue took her from the morning hours into the evening.
Well, it is a rather large statue after all.
Don't be silly! It merely exposes the differences between students and teachers. I, however, finished most of the other statue between 7 and 8:30.
Hold it. Most of the other statue? What exactly does that mean?
Robin created a basic outline of Mr. Wright's statue before the last bell rang. I, in turn, completed the rest of it.
I see. In academics as well as art, learning the basics is incredibly important. In short, you skipped the most important part of statue making, didn't you?
Objection! You insolent little! It is the practical applications built upon the basics that take so much time. Professors such as I mastered the basics of a long time ago! Unlike Miss Fancy Pants here, who lacks all lawyerly fundamentals.
Oh, quiet you.
Now, do you understand? I did not leave the stage until I was done!
Well, Miss Sykes, do you accept the witness's claim? Not on your life, Buster! Yeah! No, I don't! I know there's more to this, and I won't stop until the truth comes out!
The more you struggle, the more you sink. Like so much legal quicksand, so to speak.
Is that supposed to rhyme?
I used the world's ultimate technique to complete the statue by 8:30 p.m. The defendant, Juniper, saw the two statues with her own eyes at 8:30 p.m.
Hold it! Maybe our client only thought she saw the statues? Maybe?
Silence. A pity for you.
but we have already confirmed it with the accused. She is on record as having seen both statues. Yeah, that's true. Just thought I'd give it a shot.
I have the ultimate in courtroom techniques. It is obviously airtight. I will bury you alive. This will be your final resting place, along with all who believed in you.
Is there no way to get to this guy?
You better pay attention. Pay very close attention.
I love how the chalkboard had nothing on it and now it does have something on it.
Completing a statue so quickly meant I could leave nothing. Meant I could not leave the stage for a single.
Hold it! Why were you in such a hurry?
Objection! In the legal world, your body is your capital. The early bird gets the worm. That's why I get to bed at 9 p.m. each and every night. And that's why I was working as fast as I could. I didn't want to miss my bedtime.
Okay, someone really likes their bedtime, which is 9 p.m. That is quite early for me since it's now 4 a.m.
Gah! Well, ready to concede that I never left the stage yet, Miss Sykes?
Not on your life, Buster! Not yet! No, I don't! I'd be careful, Athena. You don't have anything. It's probably best to just grin and bear it for now until you find something to nail him with. But...
When will you cease this nonsense? I'm quite busy today, as I was the night of the crime. How could I have possibly had time to go to the art room and commit murder? Oh!
Yeah, but you could have taken a short break or something.
Preposterous!
Oops, not mean to press that.
I didn't even have 10 minutes to spare. Not even 5 for a visit to the lavatory. Let me ask you, Your Honor, do you find anything wrong with my claim? So far, it appears that your statue making was quite a difficult chore. I see nothing that I could overturn your claim that you never left the stage.
But the art room is only a few steps away! What's the plan? All I can think of is pressing him like crazy. Well, that's what I just did. That's all I can think of too. We'll just have to seek out a hole to exploit. Okay, let's just go to this one, press him, and yeah, now we gotta just fast forward because there is... No! I did not want to press that! Shut up! Shut up! I wanted to press the other one. It made me press the one, not... Hold it! Hold it! Just hold it. Yes, I accept it. I'm sorry. I give up. I've tried everything, but I still can't prove anything. I guess I concede.
I couldn't hear you. Say it louder this time.
I can see that Professor Means never left the stage.
That's right! But what took you so long? I was there at the stage the entire time. Couldn't possibly have committed the crime.
I'm not gonna give up here. No way in hell.
I'm afraid I have to side with the witness, Miss Sykes. And unless you have any further objections, I'll have to put this issue to rest.
Objection!
No. Not yet. It's not over yet, no, Judge. The defense still has an objection! Athena, you've thought of something? Well, as I said, not yet! Oh, so it's time for legal smoke and mirrors. I love smoke and mirrors. Put on a show, everyone gets to have some fun. Not yet, Athena. It's not yet time to quit. It's at times like these, when it seems like there's no way out, that you have to... Yeah, I have to turn this case upside down. Instead of focusing on whether Professor Means could have gone to the art room, I should focus on how he could commit murder without going there.
It seems our young lady has a real bona fide idea.
Looked like it said bong at first.
I must use any means possible to distract her. See if she can think while I cast these stones. Ah! Who brought the bird to school?
Sykes don't know. If I hear one word of your usual jibber-jabber, I shall have your head. The murder occurred in the art room, yet the witness was on the stage. How do you propose to fill that vast gap between these two key facts? If I accept the premise that the professor was on the stage the entire time, the only other answer is that we got something else wrong. Wait, that's it! It is? I don't know. Wait, what? Every last one of us made a huge mistake. We were totally wrong about the... crime scene? Yay! If Professor Means was on the stage the entire time, then he must be the killer.
Objection! Ridiculous! The defense has become utterly incoherent! Call the ambulance! Call the funny barn! Barn!
No, it's just... the murder wasn't committed where we thought it was.
Continue, Sykes don't know.
Okay, the murder was actually committed here. Here?
Take that!
The greatest riddle of this case has been how the body was moved from the art room. But if the murder occurred on the stage, that means the body was never moved at all.
Objection! Silly girl! The body was found there wasn't a drop of blood on the stage floor! Surely there would have been some blood if that's where the murder was committed.
There wasn't any blood on the stage? Really? But there was something on stage that, at the time of the murder, that's now bloodstained.
Take that!
It's true, there were no bloodstains on the stage floor, but there was something on the stage that did have a bloodstain. And that would be this school's banner. No blood would have gotten on the floor if this were under the victim when she was killed.
Oh my! That's quite a compelling theory!
Silence!
What is it now? My theory makes perfect sense.
That was a pathetic attempt. You must put every inch of your body into your attacks.
The autopsy states the cause of death was loss of blood. Yet only a trace amount was found upon that banner. Where did the rest go? Bloody getting on there when the body was moved by wire makes more sense than not.
Very good, Simon. Tell me, what's your first choice for higher education? I'll write you the ultimate in recommendation letters. You're all but guaranteed to get in.
Objection!